The day we've all been waiting for is finally here. The African Football League, Simba SC played out a 2-2 draw against Ahly. It lived up to expectation. I mean, Nosa.
Well, I was a bit surprised. Well, this is the sort of entertainment that we want from the African Super League or the African Football League. I was expecting of course, Ahly team to probably run over Simba, but Simba, of course, showing their prowess in the game. A 2-2 entertaining draw that, of course, kept everyone on the edge of their seat in 90 minutes, and it was really worth it. It was really worth the time, and I'm looking forward to the second leg. We'll have, of course, other teams participating as well. Wow, Enyimba participating on Sunday in the Super League ball. Of course,
but, the importance and what it means to African football. So many persons have come out to say, oh, well, it's good for African football. Some have come out to say it's not. But having to start the African Super League, it means it has come to stay. What do you think it would make for club sides in Africa, knowing fully well at the moment it's just 8 teams?
Well, I personally feel it's a good development, a welcome development for African League, and knowing fully well that it will raise funds. And let's not forget that this is a money-spinning event, something close to what the Europeans were planning with the UEFA Super League. Yeah, let's not forget that, of course, that did eventually see the light of the day. But I think Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, mentioned that it's a way to create funds, an avenue for funding of the club sides in Africa to ensure that they get something. It will not be bad if we're getting like Jared's, just like the European football clubs are also getting from
cities, and talked about the fact that you approve of the tournament. Now, we've seen over times in African football whereby teams from the North African region, East African region, they know how to milk, from teams like this. But back here in West Africa, it's not the same, especially with the turnout. Now, Enyimba plays on Sunday. The publicity is not so well, not so, what to expect, what we've seen in Tanzania, and even if it's in North Africa. Don't you think it's quite not going to be same with the West African teams compared to what we have in East Africa and in the North Africa at the end of the day, with the positives to expect from the CAF Super League?
I think we still have a lot to do with developing our football culture. I think that's where we're missing it down here in Nigeria, not just down here in Nigeria. I think in some part of Africa entirely. You look at, like you mentioned, you look at the North Africans, the football culture there is very high. The last time I witnessed the CAF Confederation Cup game was between Benin Insurance and RS Benin. I was really surprised at the turnout of the people in that city witnessing the game, and it was really massive. And I was wondering, do we have such crowds coming out in support of our own team down here in Nigeria? And of course, down here in Benin City, it's really, really not the same. So I think the fact that the publicity is not high as it should be, it means that we have a lot to do in terms of our football culture, and we need to restore faith and belief back in our clubs, and by, of course, the followers and the fans. If the fans believe that they are
Nosa, are you still there? All right, it seems we have communication issues with Nosa, but of course he was talking about the Super African Football League and what it means and what it also will do to the culture of football in Africa.